This year's election is not an election, it's a divorce. We've got mom and we've got dad. And if you've been through a divorce, seen your friends go through it, you know it's tough. And we have the usual, we have the characters. We have dad. He's a womanizer. We kind of, in some vague way, find that cool, even if we have mixed feelings about it morally and ethically and its effect on mom and us. He's successful, or at least seems to be, although we're not exactly sure how. He goes off. It's like when you're a kid, you don't know how work works. And it's the same thing, even though now we're adults. We still don't really know how dad does it. He just goes and he does something. And, he's kept it a mystery with the tax returns being hidden and so forth. So it's like we're in the role of the children still, and dad goes off to work. We don't really know what he does or how he does it. We just know that he does it, and that mystery adds to the appeal in some ways. If you're, children, even as an adult, you're always impressed. How does the magician do it? Um, he's brash and shameless, unapologetic, powerful, and all of those things. Again, we have mixed feelings about that. On the one hand, we find it charming, the shameless person or comic who doesn't really care what he or she says or does. Because we wish we could be like that. We want to be like that. Secretly, we like to be exactly how we are. Just act it out. And then we have mom, which is all. Mom is cast in a different situation. The Madonna, the caretaker, the nurturer. Then we find out, wait a minute, mom has ambitions of her own. She doesn't want to just be there looking out for us. She wants to make money and be a hotshot herself. So that makes us uncomfortable. We don't like that. Is she leaving us? Is she doing it for herself? It's okay for dad to do it for himself at a certain level. A dad tells us, well, he's really doing it for us. Is he? Even if he isn't, we give him a pass. But mom, we got to be able to count on mom. So what are they fighting about? And then it turns out mom's really good at what she does. It'd be one thing if she went out and she flopped and came back, but now she's really good, and other people like her. Our friends think she's cool and not a goofball. Now that's weird. So what do we do about that? When Reagan was president, all about family values, some people said, well, where are the kids? You never see his kids. I remember one dancing, he and Nancy were dancing, and I realized, yeah, there were no children. It's not like with JFK. You know why? It's because we were the children. They were grandma and grandpa. We were the children. They said, hey, we'll help. Let's beat the commies. Let's beat the Soviets. And after that, you can have whatever you want. And you know what? Then the prom king and queen came along, Bill and Hillary. And they grabbed a piece of the American dream and the peace dividend, which really, maybe the Reagan people felt should have gone to them. After all, they created the peace. But through some kind of alchemy, of which the mom candidate is a part, and alchemy is magic, and magic is witchcraft. That makes her the sorceress. If you think of the reaction of the religious people to her, it has that element of it. And in some ways, really, they are both alike. They're both alchemists. They're both magicians. They just do it in a different way. We don't know how dad makes his money. We don't know how he does what he does. We don't know how he gets away with saying these outrageous and admittedly wrong things. And mom, how did she do what she did? We don't understand that any better. And it's that, or we don't think we do. Or worse, maybe we don't want to know. And that's really what's going on with the email leaks and speeches and so forth, is do we want to know? There hasn't been a whole big push on the tax returns. You know what? Because people maybe really don't want to know how he did it. They want to maintain the illusion that dad is a great guy. And mom, man, mom's got a tough road to hoe. Is she really there for us? Or is she really out for herself? Dad, he can kind of do that, but mom, there's a deeper sense, I think, of betrayal potentially lurking there. And certainly with her and Bill, her and her husband, they were like, grabbed the piece of the American dream and made it work for them. They started out small and became big. They were us. Are they still us, or have they left us? Which is the worst traitor emotionally? At least Trump, he started out rich. Can you blame him if he doesn't give a damn about us now? He only says he does. It's tough. Divorce sucks. That's what it looks like we've got. We got the mom camp and the dad camp. And the children almost always line up one for the other. How are you lining up, America? Good luck.